Good afternoon, everyone. This is Morris Lipson Jr. coming to you from the SAC, from Cosell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium tonight for the Eagle Pass Eagles against the LBJ Wolves. Here is the kickoff by number 82. That one is taken at the 15-yard line. Ball carrier goes up the middle and is finally brought down and around the 38-yard line. That was number 3 for the Wolves, A.B. Huerta. And that is how we start this football game here with the visiting LBJ Wolves coming to play our Eagle Pass Eagles. Eagle Pass won the toss, by the way, and they deferred to the second half. Eagle Pass is defending the south goal and LBJ the north goal, and they have the football. Here's the first play from scrimmage. Number 1 is the quarterback. Pass intended in the left flat for number 3, A.B. Huerta. Vicente Robles is the quarterback, a sophomore for the Wolves. And we have a second down and 10 from the Wolf 39-yard line. This is the Wolves' first possession as we start this football game here at the Student Activity Center in Eagle Pass, Texas. We're coming to you on Eagle Pass Sports Central Facebook and YouTube, and also on KINL Radio. Here's the handoff. Gets to about the line of scrimmage to his running back, number 5. This is Ricardo Sanchez. And now we have a 3rd and 9 for the Wolves. The nose of the football is right at the 40-yard line in Wolf territory. Here, I formation, 3 receivers to the far side. Here is the snap. Robles back to pass. Finally, that ball is intercepted at the 40-yard line. Coming out with the football. We'll get you a number here. Number 45 for the Eagles. Pedro Gaitan. And the first turnover of the ball game caused by the Eagle defense. The Eagles now in LBJ territory at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Ball carrier number 20, the handoff from Barrera. That is Luis Flores. As we are in the first quarter here, just started our ball game. The Wolves are 2-4 overall, 0-2 in district. And of course, our Eagles, 0-1 in district, and they were off. There's the snap to Barrera, throws over to the right flat to number 1, Jose Hernandez. Not much there, but we do have a flag right around in the area of the reception. We're going to see what this is. As the officials are talking it over, they are bringing and spotting the football at the 34-yard line. The officials still talking about it on the far side of the field. And holding against the Eagles, but another one, a face mask against the Wolves, and we sort of dodged the bullet on that one as those penalties offset. And we replay the down as we have a 2nd and 7 here with 10:28 here in the first quarter. Eagles and Wolves to the line of scrimmage. Barrera gets the ball, hands it off to Luis Flores, veers off to the right side, finds some running room, and crosses the 25-yard line. Flores does. They are going to spot the ball at the 24-yard line. This is a 1st and 10. Excuse me, that's at the 25-yard line. A 1st and 10 for the Eagle Pass Eagles. Here is the snap from the shotgun to Barrera. Throws a little sideline pass over here to the near side, intended for number 21, Victor Melgoza, who does not make the catch. So we have a 2nd and 10 as the Eagles here, a result of an interception, are knocking on the door, trying to get in the red zone here. The ball is still at the 25-yard line, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the snap, and this time Barrera keeps the football after he fakes the inside handoff to Luis Flores and tries to go up the middle and is hit right at the line of scrimmage. They do give him a yard to the 24, and it's 3rd and 9 for the Eagles from this point. A nice evening for football here at the Student Activity Center, Cosell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Here, man in motion, it's Hernandez. Barrera back. Now he's flushed out of the pocket to the right side, trying to reach the first down marker as he goes out of bounds inside the 20. He is going to be short. And they are spotting the football at the 18-yard line, where it's going to be 4th and 3 for the Eagles, and no field goal unit out there as the Eagles are lining up to go for it on 4th down. One receiver to the far side. Luis Flores behind. Luis Flores gets the football, heads over to the left side. He's got some running room, and he gets into the end zone. We look, no flags on the play, and Luis Flores scores for the Eagles. The Eagles' first touchdown. Ball was at the 18-yard line, 18-yard run for Luis Flores as the handoff from Barrera went to Flores, coming to the left side, and he found some running room to get into the end zone. 6-0 Eagles. Here's the point after, attempted by number 82. This is Lázaro Frausto. Ball is down. Kick is up. And it is good with 9:02 here in the first quarter. The Eagle Pass Eagles have drawn first blood to take a 7-0 lead, and we will be right back. We are back as the Eagles have drawn first blood. We want to recognize our sponsors from Universal Media Connections over at KINL. That's Sangar Furniture, La Villita Tortilla Factory, Maverick Auto Glass, Border Federal Credit Union, Stat Emergency, Texas Diamond Garage, Jed Harper, Attorney at Law, Saritas Tortilla Factory, Joe Ruiz and Associates. The Eagles ready to kick off. Lorena Melo State Farm, Choches Barbecue, United Medical Center, as here is the kickoff, a short kick that fair caught by number 15 at about the 21-yard line, making the fair catch is Jose Gongora for the Wolves, as that was the kick was shortened to the far side of the field, and that is where the Wolves will get their second possession of the night. They are spotting the ball at the 25-yard line after the fair catch. Our other sponsors, United Medical Center, UMC, Retro Ranch Western Wear, Los Venados, and Tabany Insurance. Here come the Wolves. Robles pitches out to the right side. The ball carrier is number 5. This is Ricardo Sanchez, one of the LBJ captains, who is knocked out of bounds.
after a gain of about 1 yard to the 26. Two read receivers to the far side for the Wolves, two to the right side. Nobody in the backfield with Robles in the shotgun. Number 10 on the right side goes back up, makes a catch on the right flat. Catch made by Ivan Gonzalez, who's dropped immediately, but he did manage to get to the 28-yard line, where we have a 3rd and 7 for the Wolves here, as the Eagle defense seems to have the Wolves figured out. Here is the snap. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Now they're after Robles, and they have him in the backfield. Number 46 for the sack, making the tackle for Eagle Pass. Number 48, correction, that is Gael Uyola. And that's a big loss back to the 16-yard line for the Wolves. And that brings up a 4th and 19. Punting this football, back standing on about his 2-yard line will be number 30. We do not have a number for him, a name for him, as that ball, the punt is short and then takes a huge, it hits at about the LBJ 45 and takes a huge bounce and gets all the way in Eagle territory, and it's going to be spotted at the Eagle 39-yard line. And the turf monster really helped out the Wolves that time, as that ball looked like it was going out of bounds, and then it veered toward the Eagles side of the field. The Eagles in possession of the football for their second series, offensive series here at their own 39. The Eagles lead 7-0. This handoff is to Luis Flores, coming to the near side of the field. Flores is feet knocked out from under him at the 43-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 6. The Eagle offense getting their offensive play from the near sideline. The ball at the Eagle 43. Barrera is in the shotgun. Flores to his left. This time he fakes it and then throws a sideline pass to number 21 on the near side, Victor Melgoza, after he faked the handoff to Luis Flores going the other way. Good enough for a first down, as he Melgoza goes out of bounds exactly at the 50-yard line. The nose of the football is at the 50 on the Eagle side. 1st and 10 for Eagle Pass there, with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Eagle Pass leading 7-0. Here's the snap. Barrera drops back. He's flushed out of the pocket, trying to get out of the grasp of the defenders. But number 17 comes up, William Rodriguez, and sacks him for a loss back to the Eagle Pass 45-yard line, where we'll have a 2nd and 15, as Barrera tried to come up in the pocket. Javier Barrera not able to get away from the LBJ defense. 2nd and 15 from the Eagle 45. 7-0, Eagle Pass leads. Here's the snap. Sideline pass to the far side of the field and intended for Luis Flores, who did not make the catch. The officials rule that a forward pass and not a lateral, so it is an incomplete. And the football will remain at the Eagle 45-yard line now, with the 3rd and 15 for the Eagles. Eagles looking over to the near sideline, the Eagle Pass side, to get their play. We're going to have Jose Hernandez way on the other side of the field. two receivers to the near side as Barrera and Flores are both in the shotgun. Barrera back to pass. There is a pass thrown over the middle. Obviously, a mix up as Jose Hernandez did not get there. Ball thrown over the middle of the field. And Hernandez with triple coverage on him, we might say. He drew a lot of white jerseys that time. So it is fourth down. Number 82 will be doing the punting for, this is Lázaro Frausto standing back on the Eagle 32-yard line to punt the football away. Back to receive it for LBJ will be number 5. The punt actually hits. Oh, and look at this. Number 5, Ricardo Sanchez let the ball hit at about the 20, and it looked like it was going to go out of bounds, and Eagle Pass has returned the favor on a great bounce as that ball goes out of bounds at the LBJ 7-yard line. So LBJ pinned back up against their goal line here from the 7 as Robles comes out as the quarterback. No, we have another. Let's see who we have here. This is A.B. Huerta, who takes the ball, comes right up the middle, and he breaks through and is finally knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A.B. Huerta lines up in the quarterback position and just shoots right through the line, caught the Eagle Pass defense. They overprotected in the middle, and Huerta gets a first down out to the LBJ 34-yard line on a big run. Here is the snap to number 5 this time, as this is Ricardo Sanchez. We have not seen Victor Robles again on those first 2 offensive possessions. And the ball is at the 35-yard line. It is a 2nd and 9 for the LBJ Wolves. Here is the snap again. This one's again to number 5. This being Ricardo Sanchez. And this is going to be a 3rd down. Sanchez gets the football on running to the left side of the field to the 37-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd and 7. The Wolves mixing it up on offense. They're sending a lot of players out there, not necessarily the quarterback. They're switching them, as now he's got 2 receivers to each side. And here is the snap to number 1 back in the game. That's Robles, throws over the middle, intended for number 15, Jose Góngora. That goes incomplete. Good Eagle coverage there. We're going to have us a 4th down here and 7 to go from the 37-yard line. The LBJ punter is number 30. I'm going to chew a number on him here. There is the punt. And this ball is not fair caught down here at the 35-yard line. Hit immediately is Jose Hernandez on a rather risky play. Punting the football for the LBJ Wolves is Diego Esteves. The Eagles have the football at their own 36-yard line. 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Handoff going to the opposite side of the field on an inside handoff to Luis Flores, who is finally upended at the far hash mark at the 43-yard line for a gain of 7. it is going to be 2nd and 3 for the Eagle Pass Eagles. We've got 3 minutes left here in the first quarter, with the Eagle Pass Eagles leading 7-0. Here is the snap to Barrera. Hands off to Luis. Let's get a number on him. Doesn't look like Luis Flores. It is Luis Flores with a handoff, who got hit at the line of scrimmage. And let's see. This is going to be a 3rd down for the Eagles. 3rd and 2, as Flores was given 1 yard on the carry. And here is the snap to Barrera, moving Luis Flores behind him in an I formation. Here's a handoff. It's high. The snap is high, and Barrera has nowhere to go. He had to reach up high to get the snap, and that threw the whole timing off on the play. And Luis Flores had already gone by him. Barrera is brought down, tackled at the 43-yard line in Eagle territory, and the Eagles will punt the football away here. This is, of course, Frausto standing at his own 31-yard line, back deep for LBJ, standing at the 24-yard line, now getting farther back. Here is the punt, a really good punt that number 5 is going to field at the 12-yard line as he hits. Ricardo Sanchez hits to the far side of the field and is finally brought down over on the far side by number 50 for the Eagles, that being Marco Monzon. So a really great punt by our Eagle punter, Lázaro Frausto. And the LBJ Wolves have got the football at the 21-yard line. Let's see what bag of tricks the Wolves send out there this time. This is Robles. Ball thrown over the middle, intended for number 6, incomplete. That's Aiden De Leon. Ball popped up and almost got intercepted on that play. So incomplete pass, 2nd and 10, still from the 21-yard line, as incomplete pass stops the clock at 1 minute left in the first quarter. One score so far, as Luis Flores took the football into the end zone at 9:02 of the first quarter. 7-0 Eagles. And now we have us a timeout being called here, taken by LBJ. They want to talk things over, and we will be right back. We're back here after the LBJ timeout. Here it's a 2nd and 10 for the Wolves. Here's the snap to Robles. The left-handed quarterback goes over the middle, intended for his receiver down here, the receiver number 10. That is Ivan Gonzalez. Double coverage for Eagle Pass, as number 3 was there for Rodrigo Garcia, was there for the Eagles. The Wolves trying to get single coverage and maybe surprise the Eagles by getting behind their coverage. This is a 3rd and 10. Here's the snap. Robles throws a ball to the left flat on the little sideline pass, and the receiver is number 3, A.B. Huerta, who works his way out to the 35-yard line for a first down. 35 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. 7-0 Eagles if you just joined us. Here is the snap to a little pitch out to the far side to number 6 from Robles. Aiden De Leon is just tackled by a flock of Eagles out there, as number 3 was there for the Eagles, Rodrigo Garcia. And we have us now a second down after a loss on the play, 2nd and 13. They lost. There is the end of the first quarter with Eagle Pass leading 7-0, and we will be right back. We're back here to start the second quarter of play with Eagle Pass leading 7-0. LBJ with the football at their own 31, 2nd and 13. We have Robles in the shotgun, back to pass, over the middle, overthrows number 3, A.B. Huerta, who was open. As the Eagle coach is now talking to the Eagle defensive secondary, they want that cushion not to be there. So it is 3rd and 13 after the incomplete pass here at the start of the second quarter. Here is the snap to Robles in the shotgun. It is complete over on the far side of the field to number 10. Little sideline pass to Ivan Gonzalez, who works his way to the 39-yard line, where it'll be 4th down and 6 for LBJ. Number 36 will be doing the punting. That's Diego Esteves, as the Eagles should have Jose Hernandez back inside his 30. From his own 25, here is the punt from Esteves. End over end, taken by Jose Hernandez. Coming to the near side of the field after he evaded a tackler, and he's still free and loose over here. Gang tackled by just, I should say, I don't know, is it a den of wolves or something like that? And as they finally bring him down at the Eagle 44-yard line, Hernandez made a running catch of that, was able to cut the corner over here on the Eagle sideline, and then sort of came to a stop at about the 45, trying to maneuver, and that's where he was tackled. The ball is at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Eagle offense. Barrera back in the shotgun. He's got Luis Flores to his left. 2 receivers to each side for the Eagles. Barrera takes the snap, hands it to Flores, up the middle. Struggles, fights for some yardage as he goes into Wolf territory and is finally brought down. They're going to spot the football at the 46-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd and 2. The Eagles quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap to Barrera. This one is another pass over here to the near sideline. A quick pass to Jose Hernandez, Pepe Hernandez, who actually, let's see where they give him forward progress to, because he was had to come back and make the catch, and they actually lost some yardage on that. The ball is at the right at the 50-yard line for the Eagles on now third down, third and about 6. Eagles taking a little bit more time here, making sure they got the right play. The whole offense is looking toward the sideline. Now Barrera. Here is the snap to Javier Barrera. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Comes to the near side. And will go out of bounds at the LBJ 48-yard line. Interesting decision here for Eagle Pass, as they have a fourth down from the LBJ 48. It is fourth, and we're going to call it 5. They have to reach the 39, ball at the 43, so it's actually 4 yards. They're going to go for it. As they're lined up, 3 receivers to the far side. Barrera fakes the handoff to Luis Hernandez, and he's going to be flushed out of the pocket and out of bounds. Actually lost some yardage, and the ball is going to go over on downs, as there was nowhere for Barrera to go to the short side of the field. The ball is spotted, goes over on downs. It's spotted at the 46, the Eagle 46-yard line, where the LBJ Wolves will set up their offense. Number 1 is in at quarterback, Vicente Robles, the left-handed quarterback. He has A.B. Huerta over to the near sideline. Here's the snap, a little toss out to the opposite side of the field to Ricardo Sanchez, number 5, and he is brought down immediately by the Eagle pursuit. The ball is at the 50-yard line, so now we have a 2nd and 14 as the Eagle defense is working hard to keep LBJ off the board. Ball at the 50-yard line, 2nd and 14. Here is Robles in the shotgun. Here's the snap, back to pass. A little flare pass over to the far side to number 5, Ricardo Sanchez. We do have a flag from the near official over here. And let's see what the call is going to be here. And illegal receiver downfield is going to wipe out the play, as that is usually the call when it comes from the official over here on the sideline. So the ball now is at the LBJ 45, where it's going to be 2nd and almost 20. 19 to go. 3 receivers to the left side. Here's the snap, back to pass and that may be a fumble. He's going to call it an incomplete pass, as they were on Robles right away. We had an Eagle defender blitz. That was number 6. It was in Anthony Paniagua. You know what? They're actually going to call that an incomplete pass. So he got away with one. They said he got it off in time over to the far side. So it's still 3rd and 19 now for the Wolves. Nobody in the backfield with Robles. 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the far side. Here's Robles back to pass. Now there's a flag, as this ball is actually caught down over there way on the other side of the field. But it may be for nothing, as there is a flag over here. The receiver was number 10 who made the catch, Ivan Gonzalez. We'd have a flag at about the 43-yard line in LBJ territory on what looks like a catch. And let's see what's going to go on here, because the officials are talking about it over at about the Eagle 10-yard line where the catch was made. As now here comes the referee, but he is talking over to the LBJ coaches, which is probably not a good sign for the Eagle Pass Eagles. And let's see what the decision is here. It may be he's giving him an option, which, got Coach Roger Olivas talking to the official on this side. Here comes the official. Now he's coming to this side to talk to the Eagle head coach. But everybody's walking back, so it's obviously the ball's not going to stay where the catch was made out there at the 10-yard line. And this is coming back. The ball was actually fumbled over there after the catch, and that is what I think the confusion is, because I did not see if the ball maybe went in the end zone, and it becomes a turnover. But Coach Olivas has now decided there's a hold against LBJ. Well, looks like there was 2 fouls on the play, and they offset. So we go back to 3rd down and 19 again. We could have just wiped all that out. Here is the snap to Robles now. Little tighter formation. Robles back to pass, and this pass is caught again over at about the 18-yard line by number 10, making the catch, Ivan Gonzalez, as that pass was perfect, thrown from Robles. And he got hit hard as he threw that football. So the Wolves sort of do a carbon copy of the play before. And they went back to the same play. This completion will stand as the ball is at the inside the 10, as they're trying to push the pack after the handoff. Maybe got inside the ball carrier was number 3, A.B. Huerta. And he gets the ball to the 5-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd down and goal to go. Here, Eagle defense with good penetration, as they had Robles trying to run to the far side of the field. No, that is not Robles. That's number 3, A.B. Huerta, going to the far side of the field. Good pursuit by Eagle Pass. He is brought down at the 8-yard line. So we have now a 3rd down and goal, as the Wolves with Robles. Here's the snap. Little pass, one-on-one coverage over here. And that is going to be, let's see, that is an interception over here in the corner of the end zone. We had 1-on-1 coverage, but it looks like we have a penalty on the play, which we do because number 22 had the interception. That was Tyler Rodriguez. So this one is going to go against the Eagles. LBJ again in the shotgun with Robles. Number 5, Gonsanchez to his left. Here's the snap. Ball is mishandled as Robles on the fumble tries to throw it over a very long, dangerous pass intended for number 5, Ricardo Sanchez, incomplete. And this brings up a 4th down for the Wolves with the ball on the 4-yard line. This is a field goal. It's going to be put down at about the 11, 21-yard field goal. Number 13 is the field goal kicker. We do not have a name for him. Now they've got a late substitution for the Wolves. Here is the field goal attempt as it's up, and it is good. We do not have a name for number 13 on our roster, but that's who kicked the field goal. And that makes the score Eagles 7, LBJ 3. That field goal comes with 6:21 in the second quarter. 7-3 Eagles. We'll be right back. At the Cosell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium at the Student Activity Center for the kickoff. The ball being kicked off by number 13, who we do not have a number for him. Eagles have Pepe Hernandez deep, along with number 8, Sebastian Velasquez. Here is the kickoff, and he sort of pooch kicks it over to the far side of the field. Number 30 for the Eagles, very wisely, fair catches that. That's Jesus Barba. And 6 minutes and 20 seconds left before the end of the half in a 7-3 ball game that the Eagles lead. This football is going to be placed after the fair catch at the 25-yard line. Eagles in dire need of getting some offense, of trying to increase this lead of 7-3, especially after the momentum gained by the Wolves going down the length of the field and scoring a field goal. Here comes Barrera from the shotgun. Straight handoff to Luis Flores, who comes to the near sideline. They string him out, but he did reaches the 25. He'll probably get the 26-yard line. And they actually give him the 27-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd and 8 for Eagle Pass. We've got Barrera in the in the shotgun here on a 2nd and 8. Here is the handoff. Timing on the play was off again to Luis Flores, and there's a flag, not in a good place, as that's probably holding over here on the near sideline. And we'll see what happens here. I've got me a distinguished visitor from the class of 1974, returning to Eagle Pass, Rolly Santos. And welcome, friend. This penalty, went against LBJ, and it puts the football at the Eagle 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Here's the snap, handoff. This time Barrera kept the football and hit number 10 in the wrong place. That was Manny Fernandez. Not able to hold on to that. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Rolly, welcome back to Eagle Pass. We're really glad to have you.
Boy, does this bring back memories?
And this brings back some memories. We're going to talk a little bit about your career and what you went and did after you left Eagle Pass, went to Texas A&M, and then after that had a really great career. Here is Barrera with a handoff to.
Nice run.
This is Luis Flores, who straddles the sideline all the way into LBJ territory. 1st down for the Eagles at the LBJ 32-yard line. We have us a timeout here And let's see what's going to happen here. This may be LBJ trying to regroup. Let's see who called the timeout. But we do have a timeout. We're going to keep it here because we're going to talk to Rolly Santos here a little bit. My friend, it's so good to have you back in Eagle Pass.
It's good to be home.
I was mentioning that this broadcast is out on KINL, besides being out on Eagle Pass Sports Central, Facebook, and YouTube. But I think your career was spiked and started back here in Eagle Pass and KINL, right?
No question about that. Actually, it started in high school with Mrs. Jackson, kind of like you when you were editor of the newspaper, if I remember right.
Right? You're correct, yes.
And so she kind of jump-started both of us and got us going. Are we getting ready to start here?
Here is the Barrera. Barrera is back in the shotgun. Luis Flores to his right. Here's a snap. Back is Barrera. He lets this one fly. We've got us close. Pepe Hernandez through double coverage down by the goal line. We like to say that if the ball is anywhere near Pepe Hernandez, he's going to catch it. That time we had a defender slap it away. It's incomplete, 2nd and 10. And we'll continue talking a little bit with Rolly Santos here when we have an opportunity here. We've got 4 minutes and 57 seconds in the second quarter in a ball game that the Eagles lead 7-3. Here is the snap to Barrera and a real quick handoff to Luis Flores, who comes over the right side of the line and is finally brought down at this looks like the 27. Let's see where they spot this football. It is at the 27-yard line, LBJ territory. This is a 3rd and 5. Eagles quickly up to the line here in a hurry-up offense. Here's the snap.
Yep.
No
flag.
Hey, that was a hard count. Hard count by Barrera trying to draw LBJ off sides. And now the play clock still got plenty of time. Here is an inside handoff, cross block going over to the far side to Luis Flores, who I think got the first down. Let's see if he got enough. He may have been a little bit short. They spot the football at the 24-yard line, and it's going to be a 4th down. Eagle Pass is not even thinking about it. They're going to go for it here with Barrera, Luis Flores to his left. This handoff is to Luis Flores, who goes right up the middle and gets the first down. He might be inside the 20-yard line. We do have a player down, an LBJ player. We're talking about LBJ here. They've only got 38 players on this squad, so there's some Ironman football out there. They're having to play both ways. We have an injury timeout. We hope he's okay. It's an LBJ player. We're going to keep it right here and continue talking to Rolly Santos. Your humble beginnings at Mrs. Jackson. Sort of both of us got it started. I didn't exactly. Well, I'm broadcasting, but but you went off to Texas A&M. You were in the Aggie band, and then after that, you tell us a little bit about.
Well, after that, I started working as a reporter in San Antonio. Of course, I worked at KMOL, KPS, and I remember broadcasting the baseball games in the old field before they renovated it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a terrific experience, and everything that I learned here, I eventually wound up using and teaching other people throughout my career.
That is number, looks like 99, I want to say.
Yep.
And that's Jose Leos, and he's walking off on his own power a little gingerly. But the Eagles have a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. We've got 3:48 left here before the half. The Eagle offense would really like to put this football in the end zone. They've had some opportunities. 7-3 is our score. Eagle Pass leads LBJ. Here, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Here's the snap, a little high. Oh, and we had a blitz from the right side. Barrera trying to find some room, and is finally upended at about the 19-yard line as he looked downfield, couldn't find anybody open. Barrera gets up a little gingerly there. We hope he's going to be okay. And we have us a 2nd down and 9 from inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So Rolly, I know you did some broadcasting back in those days, and baseball and a lot of other things, and that got you started. We're going to talk about it here in a little bit. Here is Barrera in the shotgun. The handoff is this. This may not be Luis Flores. Let's see who this is. It is not. This is number 31 who lined up, and that is Diego Melgoza, who was in the I formation and got about a yard. So we got 3rd and 8. The ball is on the right hash mark. And Eagles getting their offensive play from the near sideline. Now they go up to the line of scrimmage. Here is Luis Flores now moving over to the right side of Barrera in the shotgun. And now they don't like what they see. At least Barrera does not, and he's going to call a timeout. We're gonna keep it right here. Talking to Rolly Santos, his class of 1974, here for their 50th reunion. Yeah, we had ours last year, so I can't call you an old man because I'm a little ahead of you.
You know, I think every generation has their football greats, right? For us, it would have been Ronnie Acosta, Beco Maldonado, right. Beast, Mendes, remember, on the line.
Yes. And
Jimmy Cone.
Jimmy Cone, still around.
Ronnie in particular, I mean,
Ronnie, may he rest in peace.
I remember one game in particular against Del Rio. There was a lot of smack talk.
Against Del Rio, Del Rio at Eagle Pass.
Back in the day, that was the rivalry game, right?
Well, it still is.
This guy was giving him all kinds of trouble. And so on about the 3rd or 4th time that they gave it to Ronnie could have gone to the right and it was open, saw the guy on the left and just knocked him on his butt. I mean,
bowled him over, ran over him.
Ended up with his helmet sideways, right? I mean, Ronnie was just a beast.
Here is a 3rd and 8. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Barrera back in the shotgun. He drops back, stays in the pocket, and no, guess what? He was trying to move up in the pocket, but LBJ was right there and actually dropped him for a loss. This ball is spotted at the 25-yard line. So now we've got a 4th down, and here's an interesting decision. That would be a very long field goal. I have to look at the flag over there. There is a stiff wind blowing in the face of the Eagles. But guess what? I think we're going to maybe try a field goal here. They're going to put the football down at the 32. So this is going to be a 42-yard field goal for Lázaro Frausto. Here's the snap. Ball is down. And this kick it was wide to the right. It had the distance, though, and it was there as the ball goes over on downs with a minute and 18 left before the half, in a half that the Eagles would have liked to put some more points on the board, and barring a turnover, LBJ has a football at their own 25. Eagles have got to be real careful they don't get beat deep. We need not to let anybody get behind us here, and we'll see if LBJ is aggressive or whether they just run out the clock. Nobody in the shotgun with Robles, left-handed quarterback. There you go.
Interception.
There is the interception in the middle of the field by number 36 for the Eagles, Luis Velasquez. And sometimes if you think about it, it happens. And if Ruben were here, he'd say, partner, you called it. But anyway, the ball thrown over the middle, and he intercepted that football. Luis Velasquez took it to the far side of the field, gets in the end zone, and it's 13-3 with a point after coming. And boy, did we need that interception, that turnover, and that pick six. Here is the holder is Alex Ruiz for Frausto. LBJ is taking their time. They had 9 players out there now. So here we go. Now they're sending another one, and Eagle Pass is very patiently waiting on them. Make sure they get 11 guys. Maybe they got 12 by now. Here is the snap. It is up. and it is good. And that makes it 14-3 for Eagle Pass. As we got exactly what we were asking for, we're going to again keep it right here to continue to talk to Rolly Santos. And Rolly, well, then you went off. You started off San Antonio, and then
Salt Lake City. Then I worked in San Francisco, and then Los Angeles. And then at that point, I went into all that was in front of a camera as a reporter and anchor. Then I went into management, started working for CNN Spanish, and then launched CNN in Espanol, and a few other networks for CNN. So, but you know what? It all started here. I mean, the Eagle Pass is really, for a lot of us, it was the perfect teaching. I mean, our parents gave us self-confidence, and the town was pretty close-knit. You know, everybody knew everybody back in the day. There's no question Eagle Pass made a ton of difference in growing up here.
Just goes to show you, though, that if you want to do something, there's just a wide open world out there where with so many opportunities. And here is the kickoff, as going to see who's deep for LBJ here. This is a fair catch by number 10 right before he went out of bounds. And this ball is caught at the 27-yard line by number 10, that being Ivan Gonzalez. You got to hand it to this LBJ squad, though. They've got 38 players on here. When you look at the roster, a lot of numbers don't have names by them. And let me see what they're going to do here. They may have ruled that he went out of bounds before he caught the ball. Let's see. And they're going to re-kick it. LBJ is going to ask him to re-kick this football. So they go back now from the 35. I was texting back and forth with you. You were asking about, you know, what is there to look at Eagle Pass? There's so many, you know, for us, there's a lot. The last few years have been very progressive. We've got, you know, new facilities. We've really, if you haven't come back in a while, Eagle Pass is like a brand new town.
Yeah, it is. No question about it.
Here is the kickoff.
Nice kick.
And this one, again, is fair caught at about the 25-yard line by number 10. That's Gonzalez. As we've got 1:08 left here before the end of the half. And Eagle Pass 14, LBJ 3 on what I'm sure the Eagle Pass would have liked to have put more points on the board. But the Eagle defense has done a good job. They've had 2 turnovers already that the Eagle Pass defense have cost. This ball is at the 25-yard line. Robles is the quarterback, the left-handed quarterback, Victor Robles. Nobody in the backfield in the shotgun. He's going to take it and go right up the middle, and he found a pretty good opening there and sort of takes one of those quarterback slides at around the 35-yard line. The official runs the clock, 58 seconds on the game clock, 30 seconds on the play clock. And from the 35, again, Robles keeping the football, falls forward to about the 42. Let's see. Now we have a timeout. And timeout is being called by LBJ. The ball spotted at the 41-yard line, where it'll be second and about 4. Well, Rolly, how long had it been since you hadn't been back in Eagle Pass?
You know what? It's probably been about 8 years.
8 years?
Yeah, about 8 years. And it's changed a lot in those 8 years.
It hasn't been that long. And
no.
But we're glad that you can visit with us here in the broadcasting booth.
Yeah, I went by the old house where I used to live on Madison Street. And,
a lot of good friends lived on Madison Street, huh?
Absolutely. Louis Garza, Big Lou from KINL also. The Masters family, the Harpers. Yeah.
So, but our downtown is changing. It's changing quite a lot. Well, right near that is now the new central office for the Eagle Pass ISD. They they rebuilt. They
It's
actually
funny.
knocked
It's
down
Austin,
Austin
right?
School.
Except I went to the Austin School before the one that's there.
Well, yeah,
the old one,
well,
the old 2-story
yeah,
with
with
the
the
big iron
slides.
slides. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you and I saw the old Austin
Yeah.
School. We have to have those fire drills and have
That's
to go
right.
down
God,
those
those
slides.
things were hot. Oh my God.
Those things were hot. Here's the snap to Robles, back to pass over the middle, and intended for number 6 there. Overthrew him. That was Aiden De Leon. That stops the clock. But again, the Eagle Pass defensive secondary's got to be careful that a quick strike from LBJ. Robles has shown us that he can throw the football. The ball is at the 41. 38 seconds left. Here now, the official is looking up here at us. It's looking down there at the clock man. And now they start the two clocks pretty much the same. Here's a snap. Little sideline pass over here to number 3, who is hit immediately. That's A.B. Huerta, who may have got a first down. And he does. That should stop the clock to move the chains. I'm trying to check if LBJ still has one timeout. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Clock has started. Here is the snap to Robles. Nobody back there with him from the shotgun. There you go again. Another interception in the middle of the field, over on the far side of the field. And he should go out of bounds out there. Number 15 with the interception. That is Caleb Salinas. And about pretty much a carbon copy of where that other interception was, except it was deeper into LBJ territory. And the ball is spotted at the LBJ 35-yard line on the far hash mark. So Eagle Pass has got to figure out here what to do. Well, 4 seconds on the clock. So maybe you take a shot at the end zone here. If you have a bag of tricks, this is probably the time to maybe bring it out. But 2 receivers to each side. Luis Flores to the right side of Javier Barrera. Here is the snap. LBJ coming with everything. Barrera goes up the middle. He's got a lot of green. 1 man to beat, maybe 2 men to beat on the far side. Oh, and we do have a bunch of flags over there as Barrera slipped down right before the end zone. And this is probably going to be a hold against the Eagles. We had an Eagle trying to make a block over there right on the way on the other side of the field. Officials are talking about it. LBJ saying, hey, we're going into the locker room. We'll see what happens here. This is probably going to be against the Eagles. So time has run out. Eagle Pass leading 14-3 as officials still talking about it here. I can't figure out what they're talking about. If maybe I hope that they're not thinking that he went out of bounds. Well, probably not. There was 4 seconds left on the clock. Yeah. So both teams are heading into the locker rooms. And interesting things happen at halftime because both teams will be trying to make the adjustments they need to make in a 14-13 ball game that Eagle Pass is leading. Our bands are fixing to get ready. I don't know if LBJ, the LBJ band is not here. So we're probably going to have a lot of time at halftime. We've got the Eagle band already getting ready. The Eagle band is going to do their UIL. They're doing part of it. And then they do part of it? Kind of thing for the class. Yeah. Christy Ramon Valadez. And, of course, her son. And Christy is, of course, my niece. So she does have her son, Toñito, Toño. marching with the Eagle Pass. You were in the band, weren't
yeah,
you? Really?
I like her T-shirt. The back of her T-shirt says, "I'm here for the band." I like that.
Well, you'd be surprised how many people out here are really here for halftime.
Yeah, well, that's what's at A&M too, right?
Well, yeah, the Eagle Pass. Hey, A&M has never lost a halftime.
That's right.
I mean,
right.
I don't care what anybody says. And here are the dance team fixing to come on here as they start the clock. And we are going to take a break, and then we are going to come back and talk to Rolly Santos maybe a little early.
And now, sit back, relax, and enjoy your halftime entertainment brought to you by Setup Construction. Many of the graduating students from Eagle Pass High School, class of 1974, have remained and resided in the city of Eagle Pass, with many other classmates still residing out of town. And whereas the Eagle Pass High School graduating class of 1974 prides itself in the contributions of academic graduates from all walks of life, who have served our community very well. Now, there are I, Ramon Gunn, who presented the Eagle Pass High School, who give us graduates of Eagle Pass High School graduating class of 1974 as they celebrate their 50th high school reunion, October 11, 2021. In which there, I hereby present my announcement of the occasion in the year 2024. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in your roaring round of applause to your 1974 graduating class of Eagle Pass High School. Cheers to a young with me. hope you enjoyed this evening's halftime entertainment. And a special shout out to all the students who performed.
We're back here at Cosell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium at the Student Activity Center here in Eagle Pass, Texas, for the second half of Laredo LBJ against our Eagle Pass Eagles in a game that the Eagles lead 14-3 at halftime. As we start halftime, Eagle Pass deferred after they won the toss, so they are going to be receiving. We have Luis Flores and Pepe Hernandez back deep for the kickoff. Number 13 doing the kicking for LBJ, who we do not have a name for on our roster. But here comes the opening kickoff for the second half. Eagles defending the south goal. This kick is really short, taken at about the 35-yard line by one of the upmen for the Eagles. Number 30 catches that, Jesus Barba, and moves it out to the Eagle 40-yard line as the Eagle Pass Eagles quickly to the line of scrimmage to start the second half. 14-3 is the Eagle lead. Here are the Eagles, two receivers to the far side, two to the near side. Barrera in the shotgun. Luis Flores, first handoff is to him. And he takes the handoff, works his way to the near side of the field, crosses the 45. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 45-yard line, where we're going to have a 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. Eagle Band, as usual, won the halftime. Did a really good job at halftime. Here's the snap to Barrera. This time Barrera keeps it, comes to the near side of the field, finds a hole and gets past the 50 into LBJ territory to the this ball's going to be at about the LBJ. We have an Eagle, not an Eagle, an LBJ Wolf down at the end of the play. It will be a first down. The ball is spotted at the LBJ 47, and it looks like he's going to be okay. This may be a cramp, but they're coming to work on him, and he's going off on his own power. We want to take these few seconds to class of 74 was here for their 50th class reunion. We want to say a great hello to Israel Mendoza, better known to most of us as Gogo Mendoza. Of course, the brother to our head baseball coach, Reynold Mendoza, the little brother. Gogo was a catcher for the 1974 Eagle Pass High School baseball team that went to the state Final Four in 74, a game that I went to after my freshman year in college. Here's a handoff to Luis Flores up the middle. He breaks loose, and he's finally brought down at the 20-yard line by, we do have another Eagle in the vicinity. I'm kind of hoping this is, well, there's plenty of flags. So there was 1, 2 or 3 officials threw the flag. We're thinking the way they swung him around, that looked like a face mask. And that is what it is. And they are going to tack on some extra yardage at the end of the play after a great run by Luis Flores. And that is going to put the football at the 10-yard line for the Eagles. Now in the shotgun is Barrera. Luis Flores to his left. This time, again, Flores going to the far side of the field on a little inside handoff. Feet knocked out from under him at the 10. They actually, no, he lost a yard to the 11. Eagles trying to score first here as they lead 14-3 here in the second half. Bobbled the ball by Barrera. And no, he lost the football. He dropped it. And it's picked up by by an LBJ Wolf. And that is number 22 for the Wolves. We don't have a number for him, but Barrera was trying to go to the opposite side of the field, and sort of all of a sudden the ball just fell from his hands. And number 22 was just Johnny on the spot behind the Eagle line of scrimmage, picked it up, and before anybody could figure out what was going on, he had a 10 or 15-yard head start on everybody, and he took it to the house. And that makes it 14-9. And here comes the extra point, and it is up, and it is good. And just like that, before you can blink an eye, a turnover at the LBJ 10-yard line by the Eagles, picked up by number 22 and taken the length of the field the other way. And our score now is Eagles 14 and LBJ 10. And I'm sure that the Eagles are over here on the sideline. They're going to regroup here as they were knocking on the door, and just Barrera trying to go to the far side of the field. Somebody may have reached out there and just sort of poked at the ball, and it just fell in the right place for number 22 to pick it up and just head the other way, the whole length of the field for the touchdown. Here is LBJ going to kick this off. The Eagles have 1, 2, 3. They got 5 men up front. They might be expecting maybe an onside kick, or for sure a short kick, as I'm sure that LBJ doesn't want either Luis Flores or Pepe Hernandez to run the ball back. Here's the kick, and it is this time he kicks it to the other side of the field, where it is fair caught on the far side of the field by number 17. By number 14, that is number 14, Mauricio Flores, with the fair catch on the far side. The ball's going to be set right where he fair caught it at the 29. And the Eagles, with 10 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the third quarter, going to try to regroup and try to recoup those 7 points on that fumble turnover. Here are the Eagles, 2 receivers to each side. Barrera, quick handoff up the middle, and here you go. This is number 31 for the Eagles, who broke through the middle. This is Diego Melgoza, and he gets the ball all the way out to the 45 for a quick Eagle first down. Now Luis Flores is back in. Going to line up to the right side of Barrera. 2 receivers to each side. Luis Flores gets the football, trying to break the corner, cut the corner on the near side. They string him out, not before he picks up about 4 yards. A 4-yard gain to the 47, the Eagle 47, where it'll be 2nd and 7, a 3-yard gain. Pepe Hernandez now over here lining up to the near sideline. 3 receivers to the far side. Luis Flores continues in the backfield along with quarterback Javier Barrera. Here are the Eagles up to the line of scrimmage with a 2nd and 7. Here's a snap, high snap. This time Barrera keeps it, comes to the near sideline, trying to find some running room, and it finally goes out of bounds. He's a little short of the stick. He gets it to the LBJ 47-yard line, and it's going to be a 3rd and 2 for the Eagles there. Eagle pass last time was inside the LBJ 10 before the turnover. 14-10 is our score. Here's the snap. This one goes to Luis Flores, who's going to be real close a spot here is going to make all the difference whether this is a first down or not. And it is not. The ball is spotted at the 46-yard line, 4th and 1. Here's a snap quickly, and they give it to Flores, who does get inside the 45 and gets the first down. But what is not a good sign for Eagle Pass is that Luis Flores is down after the run. The Eagle Pass trainer and training crew going out to look at him. He did get the first down as the ball is spotted at the 43-yard line in LBJ territory as they tend to Luis Flores on the field. And let's see, they're talking to him. We have an official's timeout, an injury timeout. If you just joined us, we are 8 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Eagles lead LBJ 14-10 as Luis Flores gets up and walks off on his own power. We're going to try to get you some scores as the Mavericks are over in Laredo against Nixon, and we'll see what else is happening around. Here are the Eagles on a 1st and 10. Snap is to Barrera, a little high, drops back, lets this one fly over the middle and threw it over the wrong shoulder of the intended receiver, that being number 1, Pepe Hernandez. Barrera sure had the distance on it, and that's an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 still. So we've got 7:53 in a 14-10 ball game. From going to try to get you some scores here. Handoff is to number 31, Melgoza, Victor Melgoza, who actually gained a yard on the play, actually lost a yard. It is 3rd and 11 now from the 44-yard line, the LBJ 44, as now the Eagles lining up. Now we have a timeout call by the Eagles. They are going to regroup and look at their offensive scheme. We will be right back. The Eagles back up to the line of scrimmage on a 3rd and 11 after the timeout. Barrera back, ball over the middle, caught at about the 30-yard line, and that is the catch made by and that ball is caught over the middle and it is spotted at the 14-yard line. Quick pass right on the money from Barrera. Here's another high snap. Barrera, it's a keeper all the way. He gets inside the 10, falls forward. Let's see what's the forward progress they give him. The Eagles can get a first down inside the 5. This ball is spotted at the 9, as we have a 2nd and 5 for the Eagles here. 5:59 in the third quarter. The Eagle Pass knocking on the door. Here's the snap. Another high snap given to, handoff is to Flores. And he gets it to the 8-yard line, where it is now 3rd and 4. Eagles can get a first down inside the 5. Eagles looking to the near sideline to get the play. Play clock is down to 11, 10 seconds. They go up to the line of scrimmage. Barrera may have to hurry to take the snap here, and he does. Pass is intended over here by the near sideline at the goal line. Pass was low, intended for Pepe Hernandez, incomplete. And now we have us a 4th down, and it looks very much so that Eagle Pass is going to attempt a field goal here, as number 82 comes in, Lázaro Frausto. The holder will be number 2, Alex Ruiz. Ball is being put down at the 15-yard line, making this a 25-yard field goal attempt. The ball is snapped, it's down, and it is good. Making the score Eagle Pass 17, LBJ 10, with 4:54 left in the third quarter, and we will be right back. Here is the kickoff after the field goal by number 35. They kick it short to the far side of the field, taken over there at about the 35 by number 10 for LBJ, Ivan Gonzalez, who brings this ball out to the LBJ 41-yard line, where this is now a 7-point, possession ball game. Eagles 17, LBJ 10. At quarterback is number 1, Vicente Robles. In the backfield with him is number 5, Ricardo Sanchez, as they come up to the line of scrimmage with receivers split to each side. Man in motion. Oh, and then Robles turning to make the handoff, and just nobody there. Is a big mix-up for him. So was left there holding the football and headed to the far side of the field, and is brought down by good Eagle pursuit on the far side. huge loss on the play all the way back to the 40-yard line. So it is going to be a 2nd and 13 now for LBJ. The Eagle defense, like they did in the first half, looking to step up here. They turned 2 turnovers into points in the first half. Here's a quick pass to number 10 over on the right flat as completed to Ivan Gonzalez, and he gets it out to the 46-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd down here, 3rd and 7. Eagle defense here, if they can hold this 3rd down conversion. Here is everybody's coming. He throws it over to the far side of the field, and it is incomplete as Robles had to get rid of that. He had an eagle right in his face from a blitz coming from the right corner. And we got Pepe Hernandez now back at about the 24, 25-yard line to receive the punt. Number 36 is the punter for, this is Diego Esteves for LBJ. Eagles are going to get the football back. Here's the snap. And that one went off the side of his foot and just went, he just completely missed that one. And it went off the side of his foot and comes over here like, looked pretty much like a wounded duck. And the ball goes out of bounds at the Eagle 44-yard line, where the Eagles will take over with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter, leading 17-10. Eagles would like very much to pad this lead a little bit more. Here is the snap to Barrera. Hands it to Luis Flores, who powers straight ahead, maybe for about 2 yards. They do spot the football at the 46. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Eagles from that point. If you just joined us, it was it's 17-10. It was 14-3 at halftime. Here come the Eagles to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the far side. Single coverage over here. And they hand the football off to Luis Flores, who actually is hit immediately and actually swung around and dropped back for a yard for back at the 41, where it is now going to be 3rd and 13 for the Eagles. Eagle Pass wanting very much on this 3rd down to get a first down. Most certainly a passing down for the Eagles here with 3rd and 13. Barrera, here's a snap, a high snap. Barrera goes right up the middle and is met right there as number 0 ends up making the tackle. That's Hector Cordova for LBJ. The ball at the Eagle 39, 4th down, going back to receive the punt is looks like number, I want to say it's number 5, Ricardo Sanchez, back to do the punt, standing at his own 26 is Frausto. Here's the punt, a good punt that is taken at the 20-yard line by Gonzalez, immediately taken out of bounds on the far side of the field. And the Eagle defense has to come back to work rather quickly here. 1:14 left before the end of the 3rd quarter in a 17-10 ball game. This ball game much too close. than the Eagles would like to have it. Of course, the big play was that fumble recovery return for over 90 yards when the Eagles were knocking on the door at the 10-yard line. This is Robles, takes it up the middle, finds some running room, a few nifty moves, and gets it out to the 34-yard line, where they do get enough for a first down as the nose of the football is at the 35. First and 10 for the Wolves from their own 35. Here's the snap. Same thing. Ball taken by Robles. He goes right up the middle. This time, the Eagle defense was there to meet him. Ball is going to be spotted at the 37-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd and 8 for 3 receivers to the right side, to the near side, 1 to the far side. There's that quick pass over to the far side, and it is complete over there to number 3. That's A.B. Huerta, and he's just slightly short. He's 2 yards short of the first down at the 43-yard line. And it's 3rd and 2 from that point. Here is a keeper again by Robles, who does manage to elude 1 tackle in the backfield and gets enough for the first down to the Eagle, to the LBJ 47-yard line. 48-yard line, actually. And that is the end of our third quarter, with the LBJ Wolves with the football at their own 48. And with that, we will be right back. We're back here as they have changed sides. Scores from around the district, and the Eagles district United is leading Del Rio 17-10. In a surprising score, it's Alexander Medina Valley still scoreless in the third quarter. We're going to get you the last Maverick score I had was Nixon 14 and the Mavericks 0 at halftime. Here go the Wolves from their own 48, 1st and 10. Snap to Robles, fakes the pitch out and goes over the right side of his line, is hit and driven forward. He's in Eagle territory to the 47-yard line. We are just starting the fourth quarter with the 17-10 Eagles lead. Here's the snap to Robles. Handoff to the running back, number 5, coming across, Ricardo Sanchez, who gets all the way out to the 39-yard line in Eagle territory for a 1st and 10. We've got Robles in the shotgun. A quick pass over to the A.B. Huerta on the far side. Gets some yards after the catch. Out to the 35-yard line. And this brings up a 2nd and 6, as the Eagle defense wants very much to stop this Wolf drive. Here come the Wolves to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the left, near side of the field. Here's a snap, a keeper all the way by Vicente Robles, who obviously that quarterback keeper has worked numerous times now for yardage. He's just 1 yard short of the first down with the ball at the Eagle 30-yard line, 3rd and 1. Three receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Vicente Robles, snap, drops back to pass. Pass over to the corner of the end zone. They had single coverage over there, and that pass was overthrown. It was intended for number 10, Ivan Gonzalez. Had good coverage over there for the Eagles on a man-to-man with number 7 doing the coverage, Jorge Martinez. Here is a 4th and 1, and they get the handoff, goes to number 3, A.B. Huerta, who gets the first down on the 4th down conversion. The ball is at the 23 now. The Eagle 23. 1st and 10 for the Wolves as they are knocking on the door. No snap this time to number 5, who was in the backfield, Ricardo Sanchez. They took Robles out, and he is upended at the 15-yard line, where he'll have a 2nd and 2. Quickly to the line of scrimmage come the Wolves. Here's the snap, this time to number 3 again. He goes right up the middle. This is A.B. Huerta as the LBJ offense has thrown a quirk here. If you were keying on number 1, now we have a quick timeout for the Eagles for the defense to regroup, as the ball is now at the 8-yard line, and it's 1st and goal from the 8 with 8:50 left in the ball game, and the LBJ Wolves are knocking on the door. We're going to keep it right here and try to get you some scores. Jay 49-0 over Cigaroa. The Mavericks were down 14-0 at halftime. Southwest 22 and South San Antonio 3. And Legacy was up 14-0 over the Martin Tigers in the Mavericks district. The Mavericks up against Nixon in Laredo as LBJ now has a first down at the 8-yard line on a 1st and goal. Here they are lining up. In the backfield is number 5 now at quarterback. He gets the snap from the shotgun, goes to the far side, and is ridden out of bounds on that far side by the Eagle pursuit. First to make the hit over there was number 7, Jorge Martinez. So this is a 2nd and goal now from the ball is now on the 9-yard line. They lost a yard as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Huerta is the quarterback, goes up the middle, trying to get in the end zone. He may have got the 5-yard line. A.B. Huerta with the carry. Now they're taking him out, bringing number 5 back in. This is Ricardo Sanchez. They quickly line up on a 3rd and goal. Number 5 trying to, this time met by a host of Eagles there, as number 3 made the initial contact. That was Rodrigo Garcia. And now we have us a 4th down with a ball at the 6-yard line, and it's decision time for LBJ. The score is Eagles 17, the Wolves 10. As they come up to the line of scrimmage, they're going to go for it on 4th down. And this is Huerta in the quarterback position. Here's the snap to him. He's going to throw the football, into the end zone, and it's off the tip of the receiver and incomplete, and the Eagles have held. The ball was intended for number 15, Jose Gongora. The Eagles had plenty of coverage there. There was at least 2 or 3 burnt orange jerseys around there. As the Eagle defense has held, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And now the Eagle offense has got to do its job to sustain a drive and keep the football away from the Wolves. We've got 7 minutes and 16 seconds left in this ball game, where the Eagles lead 17-10. Important here to get some first downs for Eagle Pass. We have Barrera in the shotgun. Here's a handoff coming to this side of the field. Luis Flores fighting for yardage as he gets past the 5-yard line and out. The ball's going to be spotted at the 9-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Eagles at that point. Clock continues to run. Eagles getting their offensive play from the sideline. We're going to have Luis Flores on one side of Barrera. 8, 6, 7 seconds on the play clock. Barrera has to hurry to snap it. He does. The handoff is to Luis Flores as he is hit at the line of scrimmage over the left side of his line. And, they're looking at it. I don't know what happened. The helmet came off of Luis Flores. So he is having to come out of the ball game. But it's 3rd down with the ball on the 13-yard line. And this is going to be a 3rd and 4 for the Eagles. Luis Flores is out of the ball game, had to come out after his helmet came off. We're going to have Melgoza in at running back together with Jaime Barrera. Here's the snap. Barrera back to throw the football. Throws it out here, intended for Pepe Hernandez, who has been double covered all evening long. He went up, tried to make the catch, just could not get there. And let me tell you, he got really high up in the air in an attempt to make that catch. It is incomplete, and it is 4th down as the Eagles Frausto's going to have to punt the football standing on his own 4-yard line. Back deep for the Wolves is number 5, Ricardo Sanchez. Here is the snap, a little high, and fumbled, and it goes straight up as he had the Eagles really had a lot of luck because the punt looked like it was partially blocked as Frausto mishandled the snap and then was still able to get the punt off. But the ball is at the Eagle 27-yard line, where the Wolves now will be on offense at the Eagle 27. 17-10, the Eagles lead. The ball at the Eagle 27. We now have Vicente Robles back in at quarterback. Here's the snap. And this is a handoff to number 5, who works his way, it looks like, almost to the 20-yard line. The ball is spotted right on the 20-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd and 3 now for the Wolves. Eagle defense here making some adjustments. We've got Robles at quarterback. Right behind him in an I formation is Ricardo Sanchez. They flush him out. to the right side, and there is a catch made by number 3, AB Huerta, right at the sideline, and he goes out of bounds as he makes the catch. So the ball's at the 16-yard line, and it's at 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Ricardo Sanchez is in the backfield with Vicente Robles, the left-handed quarterback. Here is the snap, and this time Robles keeps it, trying to navigate and find some room as he gets inside the 15. And they really were getting it on there as they brought down Robles, trying to get everybody, to settle down. Eagle pass trying to strip the football. And that ball is at the 14-yard line. My partner, Ruben, would have called that a scrum, a big scrum. And here comes the Wolves on 2nd down. We have Robles at quarterback, hands it off, going to the right side to AB Huerta, who is really close to the goal line. This is number 5, not Huerta. This is Ricardo Sanchez, who works his way. The ball is spotted at the 3-yard line, where it's 1st and goal for the Wolves. Here's the ball. Ball kept by number 1, Robles, who is struggling to get to the goal line. Let's see where they spot. He did not make it into the end zone. The ball is at the half-yard line. It's inside the 1 here on 2nd down. Now under center is Robles, who gets into the end zone on the quarterback sneak. Vicente Robles with the score, making the score Eagles 17 and LBJ 16. And here comes the all-important point after, attempted by number 13, who we do not have a name on him. The holder will be number 3, AB Huerta. And LBJ bringing in, only had 10 men on the field. And here is the snap. It is down. And it is up. It is good. And we have us a tied ball game here with 2:35 left in this football game. LBJ has fought back to tie this football game at 17 all. And with that, we'll be right back. And we're back here. 17-7 is our score. 2:35 left in the football game as LBJ has just scored. And they're going to kick this football away to the Eagles. Deep for the Eagles is Pepe Hernandez over there. Along with, we want to say it's number 15, Caleb Salinas. This ball is a short kick that was fair caught by number 30 for the Eagles. Jesus Barba, very sure-handed there. And the ball is spotted at the 33-yard line, where the Eagles will start their possession with 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Time for a good 2-minute drill here. 3 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Barrera back, sideline pass over here to Flores, who gets a full head of steam and gets out past the 35 to the 39-yard line. Eagles quickly up to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the near side, the short side of the field, 1 to the far side of the field. Barrera back to pass, looks. He's got a man open. He's got Pepe Hernandez open down the sideline. He breaks a tackle at the 20, and Pepe Hernandez stiff armed the defender at the 20-yard line. And very quickly, the Eagles have scored to take the lead. And that's what Eagle Pass had been looking for all evening long, to get a 1-and-1 coverage on Pepe Hernandez. Barrera that time looked like he was going to throw a little swing pass out to Luis Flores in the right flat, and then immediately knew exactly where Pepe Hernandez was supposed to be, and that's where he put the football. Hernandez then fights off a tackler with a stiff arm at the 20-yard line and goes down the sideline into the end zone. Here is the point after, and it is good. And the Eagles lead 24-17 with 1:55. And it's going to be time for the Eagle defense when we come back. Eagles to kick off the football after a quick strike to Pepe Hernandez, puts him in the lead 24-17. We've got 1:55 left in this football game. Here comes the kickoff. Fair caught at the 32 by number 15 for the Wolves, Jose Góngora. And now the Eagle defense is being asked to keep LBJ off the scoreboard. We have 1:55 in the fourth quarter, 24-17. The Eagles are leading. Important for the Eagles defensive secondary. Nothing gets behind them. We've got Vicente Robles alone in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Eagles faking a blitz. They get through. They're trying to run him down, and he finds a receiver open at about the 37 as number 3 came back to get the ball. A.B. Huerta, after Robles was running for his life back there. The ball is at the 39-yard line, and it's 2nd and 4, actually. Here is Robles again, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the left side, puts a man in motion, little swing pass to the man in motion on the far side. That is number 6 out there, Aiden De Leon. And De Leon gets enough for the first down on the far side of the field as the ball is at the LBJ 48-yard line, 1st and 10 for LBJ. Clock running. We're under 110. Here is the snap. Man in motion. This one goes to the other side of the field as number 10 makes the catch, breaks a couple of tackles. That is Ivan Gonzalez, who keeps going, breaks another tackle, and is all the way down inside the Eagle 20. A lot of yards after the catch for Gonzalez, as he just would not go down. We have the ball at the 19-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for LBJ. 24-17, the Eagles lead. And I believe we have us a timeout here. We look at the timeouts on the board, and the Wolves have 2 timeouts left. The Eagles now have 1 timeout left. And the Eagle defense regrouping here, making some adjustments. As the ball is at the Eagle 19-yard line in the red zone, and LBJ trying to tie this football game here with 50 seconds left. And it most certainly has been an exciting ball game here tonight at Cosell Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. There go the Eagles back onto the field. 50 seconds left in this ball game. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 19. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And we have Robles at quarterback with number 5, Gonzalez, there with him. Sanchez is the back in motion. And he goes right up the middle, still on his feet, fighting for yardage inside the 10 is number 1, Vicente Robles, the quarterback, and that is going to be a first down with the ball now. Now we have a timeout called by the Wolves. The ball is at the 7-yard line, and that'll be 1st and goal from that point. And we have us a ball game here as neither team really been able to put this away. We're going to keep it here. Take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors from Universal Media Connections and KINL, Sangar Furniture, La Villita Tortilla Factory, Maverick Auto Glass, Border Federal Credit Union, Stat Emergency, Texas Diamond Garage, Jad Harper, Attorney at Law, Saritas Tortilla Factory, Joe Reese and Associates, Lorena Melo, State Farm, Choches Barbecue, United Medical Center, UMC, Retro Ranch Western Wear, Los Venados, and Tabany Insurance, along with our sponsors at Eagle Pass Sports Central, Ancita Ford, Brown Chevrolet, and Choches Barbecue. Here's the play from the 7-yard line. In motion goes number 3, back to pass. And there's a pass intended over the middle for number 7, broken up. That's David Betancourt. Eagle coverage was excellent there. As he threw over the middle, that was a pass the whole way. And now it is 2nd and goal from the 7. But the incomplete pass stops the clock at 33 seconds. Here comes massive substitutions. They're changing 5, 6. The play clock's down to 14 as they quickly go up to the line of scrimmage. Now we got number 3 at quarterback. This is A.B. Macias. He takes the ball. He's met at the 5-yard line by the Eagle defense. They hold on to him, and they hold him there as the clock could. Now we have a timeout called. Timeout being called now by LBJ. 24-17, 27 seconds left. This is a 3rd down. The ball is on the Eagle 6-yard line. Eagle defense standing tall in the red zone. What a ball game here tonight at the SAC, with LBJ coming to town to play our Eagles. This has been a homecoming for the class of 74, who is celebrating their 50th year class reunion here in Eagle Pass, the Eagle Pass class of 1974. I want to send out a big shout out to all of them. Also like to send out a shout out to all of the law enforcement that's listening to us all around from all the different law enforcement agencies here in Eagle Pass. Here come the Wolves. And we have number 1, Robles under center, trying to draw the Eagles offside. Man in motion, coming this way. The pitch out is to number 5, who is going to throw the ball into the end zone, and they drop him. And that is incomplete. And that's going to, Eagles defense has to be careful. They put a lot of pressure on Ricardo Sanchez, who was rolling out through the halfback pass, incomplete. And they got to be careful with the taunting here, because what you don't want to do, here it is. This is the ball game for LBJ. This is 4th down. Ball is at the 6-yard line. We have Vicente Robles at quarterback. Number 5 is to his right, Ricardo Sanchez. Here's the snap, back to pass, looking over the middle. Now they flush him out of the pocket. Now the ball pops up, and the Eagles are going to pick that ball up. Let's see if they call that an incomplete pass. Number 9 for the Eagles ends up with the football, Christian Damasi. And the Eagles will take over on downs with 15 seconds. With 15 seconds left, let's see. The ball is at the Eagle 6-yard line. And we want to say that that ball popped up, and they called it a fumble, and it was recovered. No, they called that an incomplete pass. The ball is still at the 6-yard line. And now Eagle Pass, LBJ has no timeouts left, so this should be a victory formation for the Eagles here, as there is the knee for Barrera. The clock is going to count down, and that's going to be the end of the football game. And the Eagle defense just stood so tall down there inside the 10-yard line for 4 downs to hold LBJ, and the Eagles win this game 24-17. What a great ball game. Both teams fighting till the very end. Most certainly LBJ had a good second half, but with the Eagle defense and the offense, when they had to come through, they did. The Eagles, after the game was scored, after the game was tied, Barrera hit Pepe Hernandez for the go-ahead, and then LBJ wouldn't just go down. They came back and worked the ball inside the 10-yard line, where the Eagle defense held for 4 straight downs to preserve this victory, a 24-17 victory over the LBJ Wolves. And we're trying to get us some scores here. I think Cristina Ramon Valadez here trying to show me some scores. Wow, so that's over Del Rio and Laredo United, 31 for United, 17 for Del Rio. We haven't been able to get a score. We're going to try to get a score from over in the for the Mavericks over at Laredo Nixon before we call it a night. And what a great ball game here tonight. Hard fought. The Eagle defense most certainly did their job tonight, because the LBJ turnovers that were turned into touchdowns made the difference in this ball game for Eagle Pass to win it 24-17. I want to remind you that next week, it's going to be a Thursday ball game, a Thursday and a Saturday night ball game for both of our teams. We're going to Laredo. We're going to Martin over at West Martin Field for win against the Martin Tigers on Thursday, the 17th. That's the game we're going to broadcast for you. Eagle Pass will be at Alexander on Saturday night in Laredo also. Want to remind you that since it is a Thursday ball game, we're going to be doing our prediction show on Wednesday from Choches Barbecue over in Nixon, 35 and win 7, and I believe that's a final. So that's the final score over from Laredo. So this is going to be it here for us here tonight for Eagle Pass Sports Central and also on KINL. We want to one final time thank all our sponsors for Universal Media Connections over at KINL, Sangara Furniture, La Villita Tortilla Factory, Maverick Auto Glass. We've got Border Federal Credit Union, Stat Emergency, Texas Diamond Garage, Jad Harper, attorney at law, Sarita's Tortilla Factory, Joe Ruiz, Ruiz and Associates, Lorena Melo State Farm, Choches Barbecue, United Medical Center, UMC, Retro Ranch Western Wear, Los Venados, and Tabany Insurance. And then, of course, our sponsors that we're very grateful for Eagle Pass Sports Central, Ancita Ford, Brown Chevrolet, and Choches Barbecue. For my partner tonight, Cristina Ramon Valadez, I couldn't have done it without her. And we want to send out a shout out to all the class of 74 that's here for the reunion. And to my partner, Ruben Valadez, who was very much needed here tonight. That is going to be it from here. We'll see you next week.